G'day people, this is Sharpino here. Welcome you guys to my very first Pokemon Pocket video content. Surprised that it took me so long to figure this out, but ladies and gentlemen, I finally have figured it out. So this is my very first Pokemon Pocket video. So today, well basically yesterday at the time of me making this recording, the new Shining Rivalry pack has been revealed. Now, knowing me, knowing what's popular when it comes to the Pokemon Pocket content and what have you, obviously I wanted to go ahead and showcase my first video with a 100 plus pack opening. Now you might be wondering, am I buying 100 packs? Well, technically yes, but we are going to get more than just our 100 packs. So I'm going to go ahead now and bring up the screen right here. So we're going to go ahead now and open the daily packs that I have for the day. So let's go ahead and open up the first pack and let's see what we can get for the very first pack of Shining Rivalries. I'm very excited to see what will be from this. From what I hear, there's a lot of great cards in this set. If I was going for a chase card, like the one card I would love to get from this pack, it would be Full Art Red. Now, someone did reveal a leak of the list of cards in the pack. And either red or the golden Pokeball, which I think everyone's going for the crown Pokeball, is going to be the one card everyone's going to go for. So let's go ahead and open our first pack and let's see what luck has for us. Okay, so we have Sprigatito, Paldean Wooper, which I'm actually very excited about Paldean Wooper in this set. We have Cyclizar, which is, it actually isn't too bad. Lickitung, not a fan of this one, but you know, it could be good. And we have Revelry, which basically is like, you know, Manectric's Flash and like Rapidash's old attack where you can basically prevent the effects of your next attack. So it might be good if you get some good head coin tosses. So, you know, it may not work. You never know. So we're going to add this to our collections. This is our very first, you know, few packs of this. So very excited to see, you know, what luck has in store for us here. Now we move on to our 2 free packs for the day. So I saved my packs for this moment. So let's go ahead and boof. This will be our next pack. So we got Raticate, we got Charmeleon, Bidoof, Hitmonlee, and Floatzel. Okay. So interesting cards, especially with Pokemon like Floatzel, where it's 1 energy, does 30 damage to 1 Pokemon. So I don't know if it, I mean, it doesn't say random, so I mean, I think you get to pick the 30, unless I'm wrong. So leave a comment down below if that's the case. So 10 packs in, unfortunately no EXs yet, but the night's still young. I've still got plenty of packs to go through as we go through our last pack. Okay, so last free pack, and then we start cracking some tenors. So, you know, so I'm looking forward to, you know, cracking some tenors, if you will. Oh, we heard a sound. So there might be something in our free packs. And the background's all different. So we have Floragato, we've got Raticate, Baneri, back-to-back Baneris, okay, and, oh, wow, Full Art Meowscarada, wow. Okay, well in our first 3 packs, we managed to get the full line of Meowscarada and a full art to top things off here. So, if your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, this attack does 70 more damage. Okay, it might not be bad. It depends really, I guess, the matchups really, I guess. I mean, look, EXs are definitely a part of this game as it were, so this could definitely be a good Pokemon. Now, unfortunately, it's a stage 2, so it might take a bit of prep to get there, but for 2 energy costs, it actually is a really decent card. So that is our free packs done and dusted. So honestly, not too bad for the first one. We've got a full art, so, you know, I can't really complain about that. I mean, not the full art, you know what I mean? It's an illustration art, which is nice. So can't go wrong with illustration arts, if you were. But now we're going to come down to cracking the 10 packs here. We've got some gold over here. So let's go ahead and open up our first 10 set over here. And the first pack has a sound. So let's see what we've got here. So we've got Pinsir, we've got Tinkertuff, we've got Machop, we've got another Pinsir. Yeah. Full Art Paldean Clodsire EX. Wow. Honestly, this was like one of my top 5 cards that I was going to go for. So the fact that we got Paladin Clodslayer, and I can see a lot of interesting tech with this card because of its attack, Venoshock. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, this attack does 60 more damage. So you could work this with either Weezing, you could work this in with the Scolipede line if you want, but I do believe there's the Graphite line that's in this as well, and those two, with maybe even Darkrai, could be a beautiful combination. I can see a lot of combinations being made with these two cards here. So, wow, what a... Oh! Excuse me! Hello! Giratina EX! The first pack! Oh my goodness. Wow, look at this art. Whoa. Oh my gosh, look at this here. This is crazy. Whoa, that's trippy. Okay, so once during your turn, you may take a Psychic Energy from your energy zone and attach it to your Pokemon. If you do this ability, your turn ends. Okay, so this would be great if you were starting off, because obviously in the first turn you don't get an energy. So if this was a starting Pokemon, as I checked for the gold pack, unfortunately it's not, that would actually be a really good Pokemon to start things off with. And it does 130, 150 HP, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it is good, but unfortunately, like, you get Pokemon like Palkia and Mewtwo that can kind of knock it out in one hit. So, you know, maybe with Gardevoir, this could be a very good Pokemon. Alright, so now we move on. We've got Baneri, we have Shroodle, we've got Jigglypuff, and we have the normal Meowscarada. Okay, pretty happy with these packs so far. We have Abra, we have Tatsugiri. Your active Dondozo has no retreat cost. No retreat cost. How appropriate, you know, they're still working in tandem. Tinkertuff, and then Jigglypuff, and Tinkertuff once again. Okay, we've got Gimmighoul, okay. We've got Machoke, Hitmonchan, Pawmo, another Tatsugiri, nice. Magmortar, okay, it's like Smokescreen, but I don't know. The art looks pretty good though, I do like the art of it. Tentacool, Abra, Wiglet, and Team Rocket Grunt. Now, this is what I heard is going to be like the killer supporter card that everyone's going to be using. So, flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Basically, it says screw you to Misty. Like, anything you can do, I can do better. You know? Now, whether that does happen or not, that can be up for debate. But I feel like this is going to be really good against Arceus, because with Arceus having 3 energies to go off, if you can use this after Arceus attacks and just completely lock it, it would make for a great battle for you if you can pull it off. So, could be interesting. We have Tentacool, we have Weedle, Paladin Wooper again, Revavroom, and Electro. Flip a coin for heads, 30 more damage, so the other Electro I think is better. Alright, Tatsugiri, Buizel, Magmar, Rattata, and Alakazam. Okay, another interesting card. This attack does 20 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any energy attached to it. So, okay, so then you can use Cyrus in combination with that to kind of bring out the Pokemon. So, okay. Art's kind of trippy as well. It looks like it's kind of like sort of on the side, but still pretty cool. Alright, we have Baneri, Hitmonlee, Charmeleon, Weedle, and Goldango. Another good card a lot of people are talking about. So, flip a coin for each steel energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage for each heads. So basically, it's like Celebi, but the added bonus is, okay, the added bonus is that it's not an EX, so if it gets knocked out, it only takes 1 prize card. The only detriment is that it takes an extra energy to activate the attack. So if you combine this with something like Dialga, that could definitely work. But the problem that you have with that is if Dialga gets knocked out, that's already 2 prize cards gone, so then you have to rely on Goldango. And with 120 HP, it does get one-hit KO by a lot of Pokemon like Arceus, you know, Palkia, you know, so a lot of Pokemon that have like 120 base. So unless you can combat this with Giant Cape, it could work. So I could see good deck lists coming around it, but again, time will tell. Maybe someone might find the golden chain to work with it. Alright, and our last pack of our first 10, we have Lopunny, Drifloon, Tinkertink, Tinker Tough, and another Team Rocket Grunt. Okay. Oh, sorry, this is pack number 10. I'm sorry. Machop, Machoke, Weasel, Arbok. So, Poison for 70 damage for 3 energies. Okay, and that is our first 10 pack. So, honestly, very happy with this first one. We got a full art. You know, the Clod side, we got Giratina EX as the illustration art, which is pretty cool. So, very, very happy with this, to say the least. So, you know, obviously none of my chase cards yet, but the night is still young, like I said. We've still got plenty of cards to open up here. And I'm sure as we go through these and I run through these, the pack openings will be a lot more swifter. So, don't feel like I'm going to be breaking down every single pack as I go through this. Once we basically start nifting through like all these cards, you know, we can start punching through here. All right, so we're moving on to now our second pack of you know, 10 packs as we nift through another 60 gold over here. So let's see what luck and fate has in store for us here. If we can get any shiny Pokemon, that'd be great as well. Oh, Iono. Okay, each player shuffles the cards in their hand into their deck, then draws that many cards. Okay, it can be good, but I don't see you're wasting a card to change their hand. So, like, I don't know. I think Mars is personally better, but maybe it might be good. You never know. But it's the same discussion as if red card's good or not, but you never know. All right, so we have Jigglypuff, Machop, Hitmonlee, and Red, and this is the card. So during this turn, attacks used by your Pokemon do 20 plus damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. So because EXs are running rampant in every single deck, I could definitely feel like this is going to be a 1 per deck sort of card, you know? 2 would be a bit, I think, stretching it. Again, depends on the format. If it's like Arceus, then this could definitely, you know, make the mold, you know, and definitely work. And it's a great counter for Pokemon that have like Giant Cape that try to boost their HP over a certain limit. And this card just says, yeah, well, I'm just going to match it. So, you know, again, specific, but then again, so is Giant Cape. So you never know. All right, so we have Arbok, Machop, Varoom, Hitmonlee, and a illustration art Goldango. And that is a beautiful art, I will say. Very nice, very nice. You know, good job, good job. All right, Hitmonlee. We have Riolu, Drifblim, Machoke, and Machamp. Okay, now a lot of people are saying this was actually going to be like almost rivaling the EX slightly. So this does, for 70 damage for 2 fighting energy, that is quite a good amount of damage for only 2 energy. And if it has 2 more fighting energy attached, then this does 50 more damage. So 120, but it costs 4 energy. So obviously it can start doing damage quicker, which is good. But the problem is you need more energy for it to do its maximum. So you can see some pros and cons, you know, to this sort of situation. But honestly, I still personally think the EX is a bit better. That's just my opinion. But if you feel otherwise, let me know in the comment section why I am wrong. Okay? Alright, next up we have Tinkertough, Abra, Baneri, Baneri again, and Paldean Tauros. So 80 damage for 3 energy, and this attack does 10 damage to itself. It's okay, I wouldn't say it's the greatest cards, but then again, you might have cards like that from time to time. Alright, we have Sprigatito, we have Raticate, we have Charmander, we have Drifblim, and Charizard EX, the new one. Now, I don't know how I feel about this one. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I don't know how to feel about this, and let me explain to you guys why I don't know. It's not as good as the first one, and the reason why I say that is because it takes 5 energy to use this attack. It does less damage than the original Charizard. Yes, you don't discard energy, but to prep a stage 2 Pokemon to that extent, like, I don't know. Unless there's a combination that I'm not seeing other than Moltres, I don't see how, you know, using Stoke, because that would then give your opponent an opportunity to set up for a turn and then attack against Charizard. And unless you've got some good healing power, like, I don't see how this is going to work. But again, it's still early. We've just opened up these packs, so maybe there's a combination out there that people might know how to make work. Alright, so next we have Pouting Wooper, we got Wiglet, Pachirisu, another good Pokemon that's going to be good for this format, and a illustration art Weasel. Okay, with a fan. Very chilled Weasel. I like that. Alright, we have Iono, Pouting Wooper, Gimmighoul, Pinsir, and Magmortar. Okay, Pinsir, Iono, Tinkertink, Hitmonlee, Pawmo. Okay, Wiglet, Lickitung, oh, wait, hang on, the background's just changed. Pormo, Mr. Mime, okay, it's a new one. Flip 4 coins, does 20 damage for each head, so a bit RNG based. Wow! No way! Full art shiny Wug Trio. Wow! Woo-wee! Wow! Our first shiny, and it's a shiny Wug Trio, and one of your opponent's Pokemon chosen at random 3 times. For each time a Pokemon was chosen, do 50 damage to it. So this could be good. It's only stage 1, and with Misty you can set it up pretty quickly, but that artwork looks so good. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so excited to see what decks can be made with this card. Oh my goodness. Alright, Ekans, Spregatito, Machop, and Meowscarada. And that's our second set of 10 packs. And honestly, guys, I think I've had a pretty good stretch of it. A couple of illustration arts. We've got the full art shiny, which, like I said, if I'm not mistaken, the odds are like under 0.5%, like 0.005%. Like, it's very low to get a shiny. So the fact that I was able to find a shiny, and now you guys can see what a glutton for this game I am now that I've cracked 13,000 cards. Although I have seen other streamers have like 30,000 plus, and I'm just like, you know, wow, they put me to shame, you know. But yeah, I've cracked a lot of cards. I've been playing this game since I first started, and you know, hopefully I can get some more content for you guys where, you know, I can showcase some decks. So if you guys have any deck ideas, leave a comment down below, and you never know, maybe I'll build a deck and give you guys a shout out if your deck is pretty good. I might do a deck test for a couple of, you know, games and all that. You never know. All right. Ooh, we hear 2 sounds and a sparkle. And our first card is a Weasel off the bat. Okay, it's not full art, but I do see... Is that another Giratina? I feel like that's a Giratina. Gimmighoul, Lickitung, Charmander. It's another Giratina EX. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright, we can skip the animation for this one because we've already seen it. But wow. Our second Giratina EX full art. Wow. Jeez. Okay. And then we heard like a sound in the second or third pack. Like they were back to back. So I don't know if it's this one here. So Gimmighoul, Raticate, Bidoof, Flamigo. Okay, Flamigo. Bit of love from the why am I forgetting the region right now? The latest region in Scarlet and Violet. Flamigo and Pormont. Okay. So if this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack by your opponent's Pokemon, does 20 damage. So basically it's like Dradagon, like Poliwrath, and for 2 energy does 70 damage. So again, good and bad. Good that it does the attack at low cost, but the bad thing is it's stage 2. So it takes quite a bit of prep and some deck space. Excuse me. Alright, next up. Okay, here's the backdrop. So we have Tentacruel, we have Bidoof, we have Voltorb, we have Charmander, and we have Graphite. Hey, how you doing, buddy? And this is what I said was going to be really good with our full Paldean Clodsire. So, once during your turn, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. So, it does not specify that your Pokemon must be in the active spot for this to work. So, you can set this up on the bench like Hypno with Sleep, but now you can do it with Poison. So, if you did have, you know, like Scolipede, if you had Clodsire, you can do more damage now, and you don't have to, like, use Whirlipede to attack first, then poison it, or have Wheezing and then have to use a Koga to withdraw it so that you can bring it up. So this, I could see having a lot of potential with Clodsire and Darkrai. Alright, next up, we have Hitmonlee, Tentacool, Riolu, Pachirisu, and Pormo. Next up, Rattata, Wiglet, Red, Pawmi, and Tinkertuff. Ekans, Tentacool, Licky, Graphite, another one. So now we can start building decks, which is good. Alright, Tinkating, Charmander, Red, Abra, Team Rocket Grunt. Gimmighoul, Spiritomb, a new one. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Okay, that's okay. Maniri, Tentacool, and another Meowscarada. The art of this Hitmonchan just makes me laugh a little bit. It just looks like it's worried. Hitmonchan, Pawmi, Pokemon Center Lady, another good card that's in this set. So heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon and recovers from all special conditions. So this could be a counter to sleep. It could be a counter to poison. It could even be a counter to paralysis. So we finally now have a counter. So if your Pokemon's paralyzed, which as you know, you can't really do anything. Or if your Pokemon's asleep and you can't retreat, this could now be an answer for that. So it's actually countering the uncounterable status effects, which is actually pretty good. And again, just like Red, I feel like it's going to be one of those one card per deck sort of thing, if not two. And we have a second Meowscarada. Wow, the exact same one. Who would have thought? And I'm guessing that was... Alright, so Rattata, Iono, Abra, Hitmonlee, and Alakazam. And that is our third set of packs. That is just crazy. My goodness. Oh my goodness. As we're just adding all those cards there. So, obviously we've got another Giratina, which again, not going to complain about that. And we are slowly starting to, you know, clear this collection, as it were. If we can complete this collection, like ASAP, that would be just fantastic. It just means that we can then spend more time to get the hourglasses from the deck building battles to get more packs, to get more shinies. Now, I know it's not very likely we're going to get it, even though we already have one. But again, the odds of getting the shinies are like really, really, really low. So, you know, I guess we'll see what happens when time will tell. If I can get it, you know, great. Alright, so we have Machoke, we've got Floragato, Lickitung, Riolu, and Machamp. Okay, now we might just have to start skimming through this. So, Varoom, Hitmonchan, Riolu, Floragato, Flamigo, Arbok, Lickitung, Weasel, Riolu, Pachirisu, Paldean Tauros, Voltorb, Gimmighoul, Varoom, Electrode, Magmar, Tentacle, Wiglet, Electrode, Cyclizar. Aha, we heard a sound. Oh, there's something back here. Baneri, Hitmonchan, Arbok, Machop, and Full Art Tatsugiri. Very nice. And it has the Dondozo there. So, fine if we haven't cracked a Donzo. And that's another sound, which means another pack. Wiglet, Voltorb, Pokemon Center Lady, Jigglypuff, and our third Meowscarada. Wow, Meowscarada, you really want me to make a deck with you. I get it, okay? Who knows what might happen. Flamigo, Jigglypuff, Abra, Rattata, Revaroom, Jigglypuff, Tentacool, Bidoof, Charmeleon, Tinkertuff, Wooper, Gimmighoul, Magmar, Tentacruel, and Goldengo. Okay. So, not bad the second one. We didn't get EXs, I think, in this one, which I was like, you know. But considering how good of a start we had, I think it was due where we're going to have maybe a 10-pack that didn't have any EXs. We did get a full art, though. 2 of them, even though they were kind of repeats. But, you know, it's all part of the process, guys. You know, sometimes you take the good with the bad. You have to, you know, take the bad packs as much as you're willing to take in the good packs, you know. The good with the bad, you know. Otherwise, what's the point of playing, you know what I mean? Alright, so another 10-pack. Let's see how we're going to be looking here. Oh, we heard nothing. Okay, not too hopeful about that. Let's just skim through this and see if we find anything new. If we do, we might stop on it. Okay, so hopefully you guys are excited that I'm going to be bringing... Oh, there was a Kadabra. We just missed it there. Okay. So hopefully you guys are like excited for me to bring Pokemon... Oh, there's a Wigglytuff as well. We might have to... Oh, there's a Dondozo. Alright, we're going to have to check these when we do the full pack reviews so that we can have a look at these cards. And we're getting another Grefaiai, so that is great news for us. Alright, I feel like this is going to be another dud set of 10. And I would be correct. Alright, so let's have a look at some of the new cards. So we have the Kadabra. Okay, Psyshock for 30. Not bad. A lot better than the original one that's in our deck. Now, Wigglytuff. Now, this is going to be another interesting card. Once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage from your active Pokemon. So, it's like Shaman, but instead of healing 10 to everyone, it focuses on 1 and heals 20, and it's just the active. So, that could be really good if you're trying to, like, stall with Pokemon, you know, or if you're just trying to heal Pokemon in general, like to keep it above a certain HP limit. And then we also have Dondozo, which is, this attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so it's like Articuno's Blizzard, but it's 4 energy. Now, its retreat cost, as we can see, is 3, which is quite high. But, as we saw earlier, with Tatsugiri in your bench, that could make Dondozo's retreat cost 0. And the fact it's a basic Pokemon with 120 HP does make for a great start, I guess, to any play, I guess. So, you know, not bad again, not the greatest, you know. So these last 2 sets of 10s haven't been the greatest. But then again, our first 2 were really good. So I can't really complain, and nor am I, okay? Because I'm going to have a lot of comment section and be like, oh, I haven't got a shiny and you're whinging. And I'm like, okay, guys, I get it. Okay, I get it. I'm with you. All right. All right, so we're going to move on to the next set of cards over here. Let's see what we can find in this next couple of sets over here. Oh, okay, pack number 7 or 8 was the glowing cards. Okay, so just skimming through these cards here. Lots of Alakazams here, you know, crazy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what this new set has in store for us as far as Paldean Clodsire EX, the normal version. Okay, this might have been what the card was glowing about. Maybe in the pack that's what it was. But we'll keep going. Maybe we might find something else. You never know. I thought the glow was a bit further around here. Oh, spoke too soon. The background has changed, so we'll slow it down a bit. Really? Oh my god. This card's gonna haunt me in my dreams. Meowscarada. God damn, dude. Go away. Oh my goodness. I have like 5 of them now. Holy crap. Okay, I get it. Alright, you like me. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Alright. So we only got one new card, and that was the Paldean. The Paldean. That's the region. Paldean. So we got the Paldean EX Clodsire, and that was the new Pokemon, the new one. Alright, so we'll keep going now. I think this is set number 5, I'm pretty sure. So we've had 2 good ones, 2 okay ones. So we'll keep going. Oh, I heard a sound. I think it was on 5, I think it was. Oh, the background's changing, so we might have a good card here. Another Goldengo full art, which again, not going to knock back full art, so happy with that. You know, we'll just skim through past these. Meowscarada. I'm going to have nightmares about Meowscarada. Seriously, like, all these... Yes! Let's go! Crown Pokeball. Yes! Oh my god, it finally happened. Let's go. Whew. Okay, you know I can't just not... Oh my god, that... Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Wow. We got the crown card. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. Fantastic. Oh, you know what? Oh, we got Beedrill EX. You know what? Just the fact that I got the crown card, it makes everything all the more better. Like, I don't care what else is in the rest of this 10 pack now. We got the crown Pokeball, which, oh my god, that looks gorgeous. Look at that full art Giratina EX. Hot damn, let's go. The Arceus above has been blessing me with all these packs, man. Like, holy hell. Like, you know, and there's a Kakuna. So now we can start running the Beedrill line because we got the Beedrill EX and now we got Kakuna. So, wowee. But that Crown Pokeball, that just makes everything all worthwhile. Just the fact that we got that, I am proud as punch. I am happy as Larry, as whoever Larry is. But we got the Crown Pokeball. Now, if we can crack a second one now, in before someone's like, bro, seriously, we all want to have 2, okay? It's we all want 2. I mean, we'd be lying if we said we didn't want 2. I mean, if I can crack a second one, that would be just insane. Like, I don't even really care what's, like I said, unless it's another Crown Pokeball. Like, I'd be really happy. No matter what happens, I'm just, like, so happy with this pack. Like, just so far, you know, I haven't had bad luck like in previous sets. Okay, we got Beedrill EX, which is a nice start. Not a god pack. No, it's not. You know, I've had some bad luck in, I think, the Dialga and Palkia sets. I've had, like, a lot of, like, cards that I'm missing or just have one of after spending, you know, a lot of time trying to get cards. So, maybe this is karma for that. I don't know. But, you know, like I said, I'm glad to see that for once, you know, we're actually getting some pretty good karma coming our way. Maybe the bad luck from yesteryear is, you know, gonna pass us. So you never know. But hey, very happy with that. Oh my goodness. All right. So we've got, I think this is our next couple of sets. Oh, and that's the last few packs where we had some action. Okay. So we're just sifting through these cards here so we can see what else we've got going on here. Could it be another Pokeball, guys? You know, it might be. And here we go. It's going to change. I'll laugh at another Masquerada. Okay, it's another Tatsugiri. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Tatsugiri. Hello, nice to meet you. I'd like to actually get some more shine. I was just about to say shinies, and then this shiny Riolu appears. Look at that. That's so dope. Shiny Riolu. That is awesome. Like, if we get some... The fact is, there's more, like, good cards to get in this pack than in previous packs. So, whilst it may not be, like, 2 sets, it's the fact that we can get more rarer cards in this set. So, oh, Pikachu EX. Okay, this is a new one. So, 3 energy, 150 damage, discard all energy. Okay. So basically like Raichu, basically. Now, unfortunately, Lieutenant Surge only works with Raichu, and Volkner only works with Luxray or Electivire. So, unfortunately, Pikachu EX has no support whatsoever. So, it's good, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to say that the Pikachu EX, the original, I feel is better. Unless there's some combination, once again, as I crack my 3rd Giratina. Are we serious here? What is happening here? Oh my god. What is my luck with this set right now? It is insane right now. 3rd Immersive Art Giratina over here. Holy crap. I'm just waiting to get like all the bonuses and just like start collecting everything. And then when next month comes about next month, we can swap in all of our shop tokens for like hourglasses so we can start getting more packs. Alright, so we're definitely making some progress on the set now. So again, we'll keep going now. I can buy 2 more sets of 10. And then I don't know if I can keep going. I think I might have to wait till tomorrow to crack the rest of these packs. So I might have to break after these next 2 sets so that I can crack some more packs. But again, guys, like I'm just so happy with, like I said, what we've got so far. So the only cards I'm missing now is like, I'm missing normal Rogue Trio EX. You know, so hopefully we can get those. Maybe I could do like a wonder, like a wonder pick. Maybe I can pick a card out from that. You never know. But yeah, you know, like I said, I'm not phased by this. Like, it wasn't the greatest set, but hey, we got the Crown Pokeball. The only thing I wish I could have had that would top everything is the full art red. If I can get the full art red, that would be pretty baller. But I'll see if I can buy some more packs, and I'll see if I can keep going, as long as it will let me keep going. And then whatever we don't open tonight, I'll open tomorrow night when I come back. Alright? So we're just going to keep going through here. Another full art Grephi. So nice, we've got a set now of the Grephi full arts, the illustration arts. Alright, so hopefully you guys are excited for, like I said, content on my channel. If you guys never met me before, my name is Chris. I go by Sharpino on my channel. I've been doing YouTube now for this year 10 years, so very excited to see what we can do with this new content that I have planned to do on the channel here. Another illustration art Goldengo, so nice. And that is our next pack of 10 done. So that's, I think, has been 6. I feel like that was 100 packs, because like I had 660 gold. Now we're down to 20. So I feel like that has been, yeah, that's been over 100 packs. So ladies and gentlemen, I will say thank you guys for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you like the button down below, because as always, your support is greatly appreciated. Stay tuned for, I guess, new Pokemon content coming to this channel here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Again, if you have any ideas for decks using these new cards, leave a comment down below. Or message me on Twitter. I am on Twitter, so you guys want to follow me there and leave direct messages there or tweet me out there. I can talk to you guys there or in the comment section. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and until next time, I see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.